Hello and welcome to MoveIt Weekly. This is Tyler Weaver with Picnic. And this week I'm going to show you something really kind of cool that's, I don't know when it showed up or when it became a thing, but whoever is the author of colcon or working on colcon and added this feature, I really appreciate you. The feature is called a defaults file. So, I don't know if any of you remember, with catkin tools, there was this idea of profiles, and really what I wanted with profiles is I was able to save certain ways that I built code, or have kind of a default setup, and really the default is really what I want. So let's first go over the browser and I'll show you what this is. So in the docs for colcon, you have this section called defaults.yaml, and I'll include a link to this in the notes. Let's just show you how it works. So I'm gonna go back over to my terminal. I was building some code over here, but I'm gonna show you a file. So the file is in the .colcon folder under your home directory, and it's called defaults.yaml. And in it, I didn't want to open it in Sublime. I wanted to open it in Vim. In it, it's just this YAML file, and it actually might be JSON. It's YAML's a superset of JSON, so that's why you can have brackets here. But under the build, we're gonna add a mix in, and here's what I like to run with: it's ccache, debug, ascend, gcc, compile commands, and LLD. It's annoying to have to type this in, but this is what I want my default build to be like. And what this is saying is I want ccache to cache my compiler artifacts so that my rebuilds are faster. I want debug because I always want debug symbols. I only really build in release if I'm testing something performance-wise. It's much more helpful when developing code to have debug symbols so you can drop into your debugger. I want ascend GCC all the time because I don't consider memory bugs to be a thing that I particularly like writing, and ascend helps me write less of them. It stands for address sanitizer. Compile commands. There's all sorts of tools like clang tidy that depends on the compile commands file existing, and this mixin generates a compile command. And then LLD. I don't like waiting on my linker. I don't particularly feel like I need to use a linker from 30 years ago, so I use LLD. It's a faster linker. Little bit of trivia: there's one guy behind all the linkers, and he was the original author of LD, and then he went to Google and wrote gold, as in the Google linker. And then after that, I don't know where he was working, but through LLVM, he wrote LLD, which stands for LLVM linker. And now he's working on mold. I'd really like to use mold. I haven't played around with it. It's apparently even faster. But one of the cool things about LLD is I can turn on link time optimization, which is an extra cool feature to make your code faster. You can only get if you use LLD or newer. I think you can get it with mold. I haven't really investigated. Anyway, this has been my tip. I hope it's useful to you. Now, when you build, you can just colcon build and you get all those settings. You don't have to type them out. You thought mixin was cool because it allowed you to shorthand all sorts of CMake commands. Well, now you have a way of just saving your settings that you want to use all the time, which is awesome. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week.